There's Sadie and Bud. Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning, and I'm doing a soak in the tub here. It's about 4:30 in the morning. I like to get up early and do a little soak. It's spitting just a little bit. It's supposed to get about four inches plus today. So we might actually be breaking out the blowers for the first time. Probably we'll definitely be doing, if we get the 4 inches, we'll be doing the post office, our handwork that we do over there. So I'll keep you guys posted, but it's just a real light spit this morning. We'll see how it goes throughout the day. Sadie, bud. What are you doing? They love this weather. Nice and quiet, just a slight breeze out. This morning, it's time for some food for Sadie and Bud. Thanksgiving is next week. Get them a little dry here, and then I'm gonna get some broccoli. Just do a little handful of broccoli. Split that up between the two. Try to do even proportions here for him. Bud's a little bigger, but Sadie's she's a little brick house. Get them out 4 carrots each. And then we're gonna do a little chicken here, shredded chicken. I've heard with this shredded chicken, it may not necessarily be the best for the dogs with the antibiotics. I mean, this stuff's supposed to be fit for human consumption, but I hear people saying you shouldn't even give it to your dogs with all the antibiotics in this chicken that we get these days. But, I mean, what are we gonna do? We need to get, I think when I get ready to wrap it up here in Mammoth, I'm going to get my off-grid compound, maybe even more than one, in more than one place. And I'd like to raise my own chickens and all that stuff. Easier said than done, obviously. That'll be when I don't need to have a full-time job anymore, which I don't know if that day will ever come. I hope it does. But sometimes it feels like I'll never get there. Constant battle running a construction company with only 30 employees, actually a lot less than that right now. We're less than 20 people right now, but we've downsized, been downsizing for several months, which we always do downsize this time of year, just because of the winter we downsize. But then we ended, last year we ended up having to upsize for the snow, so it's just a constant up and down. And hopefully some of my team leaders will we'll all have a good handle on things this year, no matter how wild it gets. Kind of hoping for an easy year, a light year. I know that won't be as exciting for you guys, but we had a really hard summer, really long, heavy summer, a lot of work, and so there you go. It's the rice, a little bit of molasses on top, the veggies and chicken. All right, guys, come on. The calm before the storm. Nice and overcast. It's really wet. A lot of moisture last night. You can see the woods getting covered. And something kind of funny I'll mention, but I'm not going to get too deep into it. But apparently the neighbors from last year don't like my equipment because I got a notice from the town that I can only keep one piece of equipment here at this house. I have this huge area, and I mean, this thing is zoned ag. I'm gonna look into the stipulations on it because this particular property is zoned differently than a lot of the other ones around here. It's one of the only ones that's allowed to have horses, and it actually, this whole meadow used to be a pasture for horses, and but of course that's my skid steer snow bucket inside of the, that's how big that skid steer bucket is. It's almost as big as the loader bucket. But yeah, anyways, we got a notice from the town again, so I'm gonna have to, they're not gonna make it easy for me. I just don't understand it, but it is what it is. So we're gonna have to find strategic locations to keep the equipment around town, which will be at you know, different places that we service, which will be good anyways. We'll we got a spot over by the office. We keep one of these blowers, and then some other places around here. But look at this, look at the cloud cover up here. Beautiful. I love it. It's almost that time again, guys. Gonna be pushing all this snow. We'll see what happens with today. And supposed to get 4 inches. That could end up being nothing, or it could end up being a whole bunch. So right now, this morning, I'm gonna fire these loaders up and kind of move some stuff around. We've got on the agenda, I've got Owen and Elliot. They're gonna get up and get ready, and we're going to go over to Clark's house. He's got some lumber and stuff that he wants to get out of there before it gets covered in snow. And he's gonna give me some logs. Finally, I'm gonna get some logs similar to these logs here. And we're going to stash those. I doubt we'll get time to do anything with them, but we're gonna stash those for our chair swing that we got from the mountain. So we're gonna get that chair swing and use the logs for the uprights and make a cool, like, rustic style swing out of it. That should be pretty awesome. Oh, you know what I didn't even look at over here was the Dan got our ladder fixed on the 724. So this thing, oh god, that looks great. It's nice, and oh, he's got a handle there and everything. I like it. I would actually, maybe at the top there, I think we need to turn that like a 90 or something. We need to, I don't want anybody getting impaled on that thing. That would not feel good. But this is the, that thing's solid as a rock now. That'll stop us from having to climb up on the back like we used to last year. And I got the engine covers painted jet black, solid black here. We're gonna be putting those on, and then I have a big Plow Brothers logo for this one. So, and then I got to figure out on this one, put some logos on this one too. I don't know why this guy parked like this. I mean, whatever. Okay. Well, let's get these things fired up. Let the glow plugs warm up a bit. There she goes. I guess that's not too bad. Put a cap on it. I don't like that sound. Why'd it do that? Time to start plugging these in. Boy, that made a cackle. Fire this one up too. Kind of rearrange some stuff here in the yard. Puff of black smoke. Oh yeah. The sound of equipment in the morning. It's a beautiful sound. I think I got some good loaders lined up for this year. This older IT was a very well kept machine from Granite Construction, so scored on that one earlier in the summer. And then the other 924 that we just got, I'm sorry, the 918 that we just got, or it's 914. But the rumble of the machines, it's exciting. It's always exciting when all this equipment's up and running and moving, and it's gonna make for some good stories this year. Already getting that build up right here. I'm gonna get the blade and cut into that when it warms up a bit, and just keep that. That thing last year built up really high and caused us a lot of problems in the garage. With flooding and whatnot, so we're gonna try to keep an eye on this area here. I'm gonna get my garage cleaned out, get one of the skid steers in the garage, and we're gonna go over here and we gotta take the little one with the forks down to Clark's to load up that lumber. But we're gonna start. I'm gonna get these blowers hooked up. Actually, I'm gonna probably tuck those away in the garage right now, or here pretty quick, and kind of get things organized back here the way I want it, since I'm not allowed to have equipment back here. I mean, I think I keep it pretty organized, but I guess it's not good enough. Somebody doesn't like it, but oh well, it is what it is. I need to get a light like that one right there for the cat, for the IT38G. That's one heck of a bright light right there. Let's go get it, Sadie, go. Ready? Let's go get it. Here you go. Sadie, ready? Sadie and Bud are definitely happy to be out in the snow. I got my blade for this. I am missing one more piece before we can do it, but the snow blade came in. It's right there on the bottom. So we're gonna be doing a put together video of putting the snowplow on this thing, and it'll be for out here. We'll use it around the house. And here's the Warrior machine, the one that we have up here so far, and it's gonna get the first testing. So I've got it up and running. You can see this is the same blower we had on it. It was really beat up and bent. We've welded it, straightened it out, and this girl's ready to rock. Steve over there at Warrior Machine, he heard my last video talking about this one not having a backup camera. So he's actually the president and CEO, and I got a call from him. We talked about this blower and connecting it and all the little ins and outs of that, and he kind of helped us with some troubleshooting. And then he was gracious enough to go ahead and throw a couple aftermarket cameras in the mail for us, and we just got those yesterday. They came in. So Steve, thanks for the cameras. We're going to get those installed right away. And I've got my logos that are going to go here. We're going to get those on sooner than later. Just waiting for that paint to come in, because we had the other machine we used some stripper there, and it peeled the paint off. So we had them send us some paint, and we're going to repaint the arm, and then we're going to put all the stickers on. So we will keep you guys posted with that. I've got the old trusty John Deere that we used last year. We're gonna pull that front wheel off and run it down to Bishop. It's got a slow leak in it. You can see the bulge there. It's got a slow leak. So rather than fight that thing all season, I'm gonna get it pulled off. But I just wanna get these things fired up, let them sit here with the heaters on, and kind of really just make sure everything is gonna run properly for the snow. I'm gonna get this little blade here, put on one of the machines, and I'm gonna do my driveway over here. I'm gonna peel this little cap. It's a little baby ice cap. So here it is, the care package from Steve at Warrior Machine. Vehicle A HD monitor. It's got a nice large monitor here with the camera that mounts. So he sent 2 of those. And thanks, Steve. We appreciate it. And let me know if you guys want us to demo one of your loaders. We'd love to do that as well. But anyhow, we're gonna get this on, and probably have Dan when he gets back from the airport. He's over there working on one of our scissor lifts that went down yesterday. Got to get that going for the guys on Monday. When he gets back, I'll probably we'll probably get on that together, and we'll get one of them installed on the one machine that we have here. Okay, this is the first snow that this thing's thrown, so we're gonna see how it does.
just with a little tiny bit here. So I'm gonna get my angle going. See how far she throws it. Turn that, shoot a little bit. I gotta get down enough. I don't want to mess up the... It's been a minute to run it, so let's see here. Crank her down a little. Oop, not that much. There we go. See how it really, it's got the power. Seems to. What that looks like. It's kind of icy. It's throwing it out there, so it's definitely got the power. We won't really know exactly how much power it has until we get into some deeper stuff, but from what I can tell, it's got the power. I don't know what the hell that is, what that whining sound is. All right, for this storm, we've got a blade, a blower, and we're gonna use our snow bucket. And I think it'll be more than enough if we do end up even having to go out. Probably won't hardly use the blower very much. With this light snow, we'll be able to just run through with the blade and push everything where it goes, and probably can do that on almost every single account. So we won't really need a whole lot of blower action. Probably won't even need the loaders. We might on some of the bigger parking lots. It just depends. If we get more than 6 inches, then we'll do the parking lots. But if not, we're only required to do the walkways and stuff at 2 inches, and the parking lots are not required to be done till 6. And we won't do them until we get 6 inches. So we'll just keep an eye on the weather. It's definitely stormy and overcast, so I'm expecting it to definitely snow here. Keep an eye out and see how things go, guys.